Hello everyone, this is Darwell20 and welcome to episode 43 of Darwell20's ATM9 Skies Let's Play series, where I'm making a couple things. Retry. Crafting terminal, please. I already have a wireless crafting terminal, you're probably saying to yourselves, and you would not be wrong. You would be very correct about that assessment. But, trust me, there's reasons. There's always reasons for what Dyer does. Okay, maybe that's a little bit of a stretch, but there's frequently reasons for what Dyer is doing, right? I think there's sometimes reasons for things I do. And you will see what those reasons are in just a moment. Wow, you can click and drag these now. I just learned that. That must be a new feature that was added. So if I combine these two, does that get me that? Oh yes, quest completed, universal. Hooray! Universal terminal complete. Now the reason I did that is mostly because I needed to do so in order to unlock this quest. So it looks like there's a bunch of side quests here, which I'll probably start going into as we speak. And it's probably just stuff that I have to make this Nexium emitter. So what I decided is, now that I've knocked out the pulsating black hole, that's the one that I knew was just going to take a super long time for like resources to build up for. So I wanted to make sure things that I knew would take a while, like antimatter and like the blocks we took care of last episode, were kind of like in progress, so that you know, by the time we get around to needing them, they're kind of done. Does that sound like a plan-ish? I hope so, because that's basically what we're doing. So what I'm going to do now is start working towards my Nexium emitter, which needs a wireless universal terminal. So let's start adding to our to-do list all the things that we know we're going to need in order to make this stuff happen. And I'm just going to quickly knock out anything that I can easily craft. So like the player transmitter should be pretty easy to make. We're just going to need to make a basic player transmitter, which is what? Boop-a-doop. Player aerial pearl. Use an aerial pearl on a zombie or husk. So aerial pearl should be this. Use it on a zombie or husk. I assume. I might want you to like pause for a sec. That's a zombie? That counts. Is that what I want you on? Is run with redstone signal? I'm pretty sure that's what it was. Okay, so I got you, which means I can very easily now do that, and then control click. That should be easy. That should be easy. That should be easy. Last two. And then I already had those, but it's all good. Cool. Quest completed. Nice. Player transmitter. So now we're, well on our way. So now if we look at this, we'll see we've got 3 of the handful of items we need from the Nexium emitter. So let's look into what else we got. Wireless router, which looks like it's going to be super easy. As you can see, there's 1 or 2 things that we haven't even started on the mod for, looking at you create. So it's very possible that, some of these things will be a bit more complicated. But we'll get there as things come up. And what I should really be doing is adding you to the autocraft list. It's like those weird vanilla items that you never forget. You always forget, or I always forget. I don't know if you guys do that, but like I always forget to add things like comparators and redstone towards. Like it's always just like, oh yeah, it's easy to make, but I still haven't taught it. So I made sure this time that I taught it. So wireless router, check. Okay, so you're done. You're done. Gravitational modulate. So that's going to require some antimatter. So that's going to be a bit. So maybe this was a bad one to pick because I didn't realize it had an antimatter dude in it. That's on me. That's me messing up. So maybe we pick another one, and we'll circle back to that one once we have access to more stuff. Dragon Soul. Is there anything in Dragon Soul that needs... So that's going to require me to do the chaos stuff. So how fun would be that? Should we, like, amp up our Draconic Fusion crafting injector finally? So I'm assuming that we've been getting a lot of Draconic... Awakened Draconium stuff, right? From the seeds and the growing and all the stuff that we set up a few episodes back. So again... This is me setting something up a long time ago that has now paid off, right? Like, you set up automation, and it's not super fast, but it's fast enough that you, like, work on something for a couple episodes and come back and you've got 2,345 awakened draconium ingots, which is cool. So if I want a dragon soul, let's see, what do we got here? So we've got dragon scales and dragon eggs, right? So those things are done. So what we're going to need is to get into occultism, right? And we're going to need to get into draconic evolution. And we're going to have to figure out how to get piglets, because I have no idea how to get piglets to show up in a Skyblock world. Chaotic energy controller, which again needs small chaos fragments, so we definitely have to do that dragon fight thing. Gaia spirits, right? And then focus of summoning from Ars Nouveau. So I think we spend a little time boosting up our draconic power as best we can, right? So if we're going to go fight the Chaos Dragon, we absolutely need Draconic's armor. Like, there's no question in my mind that we're going to need Draconic armor for that. Now, there's only a chess piece that we need to worry about, okay? So to make... We're going to want, like, the Draconic one, right? Like, I'd love a Chaotic one, but Chaotic requires... having beaten the Chaos boss. So, like, that ain't going to happen, right? That's going to require Chaos Fragments, which we only get from fighting the boss. So, what we're going to want to do is, like, tier up to Wyvern, but we're going to need Draconic tier stuff. And then for this guy, we're going to need to tier up from this. So, these are the resources we need to make this thing. And I'm not going to teach it how to make them, but then just like with some of the other stuff, like with the bow that we made, I can amp this up a little bit with upgrades. So step one, I think for us, should be getting Draconic fusion crafting going. And this one I will teach. So if I would like you to know, do you actually already know how to do this? You don't. You know how to make this guy, right? But you don't know how to know. Okay, so we'll make this recipe thing a thing, right? Because we're gonna want to make a bunch of these. And you have content saved, so why don't I just do that so that you can say content saved, and that's cool. Okay, good deal. And then you know how to make Wyvern cores, you have diamonds, and we have awakened, I assume. We don't actually have the blocks, so I'm just going to teach you how to make the blocks. Is that cool? Cool. Okay. So then if I bring this down here-ish, and the pattern provider is here... And then what I'm going to want to have is, remember, this guy on the up needs to filter its insert on an injector of this style, right? So now if I say I want a Draconic fusion crafter, he should have everything he needs to go. Oh, I think it's working. Isn't that exciting? I'm curious as to how fast you're transmitting power. So you actually, you fill up pretty quick, but we might want to see if this thing is bottlenecking my power needs. Because to make one of these is pretty expensive. Well, actually, it's not that expensive. It's $256,000 RF. That's like nothing. Remember when Draconic Evolution required stupid amounts of power? In today's world, I'm making like 6 times that per tick. And single item mode. And then I put this in, and I request the next one. Cool. And then we can turn the ring off, which I do appreciate, right? So once we get all 9 of these upgraded to Draconic tier, then we can make Draconic tier gear, okay? And that will let us get Draconic tier upgrades, right? Which will be nice, because for my bow, I wouldn't mind... That's it. I can upgrade this bow now from a Wyvern tier to a Draconic tier. And that would be cool, right? So let me finish doing this off camera, because at this point it's very just do, repeat like 7 more times. So we'll be back. I think I could even if I wanted to. That won't speed up the energy part of it. Yeah. But it will speed up the post-energy part. Okay, yeah, so I'll be back. All right, upgrade's complete. Let's get ready to juice this thing up, right? So I'm going to need 4 netherite, 2 awakened draconium ingots, draconium energy converter, and wyvern core. So I should be able to knock that out pretty quick. 2 netherite times 4... And we might need to add this draconic energy thingy. Just because I don't know how to make one. Up here. So you're just that, which seems easy enough. Yes. Cool. All right, now in theory, if I put this in here, can I not just dump these dudes in here? No problem. Yeah, that works. I had to break it manually because I put the bow in last. Well, first. Oh, buddy. That is a cooler bow. Look at that, right? So, like, not only I think the base stats are just better overall, right? Like, if we look at the Wyvern bow, 6 max attack damage. The Draconic one. Oh, I guess it's kind of the same. I don't know if it's natively better or not. I thought it would be, but it might not be. But look how many more slots we get. Oh, that's cool, right? And then not only that, but we can upgrade these modules, right, to be even better. So like if I took out this dude, what would it take to upgrade you? That doesn't look bad. That doesn't look bad. I should really like get these potions automated. Is there like a way I could automate these potions? Like there's brewing. Can you automate brewing stands? I mean, I assume you can. There's also the potion brewer. Maybe we should look into trying out. I don't know that I've ever tried the potion brewer, but it sounds like a fun thing to do, right? Should we try that? Potion brewer? So you just need comparators and a brewing stand, which, speaking of, on the long list of vanilla items that I should probably autocraft. Comparator. Okay, so talk to me about how this thing works. Clearly, he's going to need some blaze dust. I assume that goes there. And then you need some power. I might be low on fluxy things. But if I got some obsidian, and we got some redstone. Am I not? There you go. Cool. I'm just plugging this here to see if it's going to work, because I may have used it like once before, but like once a million years before. It's been a long time since I played with this dude. Okay, so I assume item goes in, lock brewing input. Okay. So what I could have is like a pattern provider whereby... Oh my goodness. See why I don't like auto breaking things that break automatically? It's not ideal. There's a thing that somebody said I should make. Miner's Fervor, isn't that it? Somebody posted this. You mine very fast, but never instantly. Do we have Fervor? We like never get Miner's Fervor? I'm assuming that that's something that can fit on bows, like on anything really. I'm gonna real quick see if I can get lucky with a Miner's Fervor dude. And we'll be right back. Cool? Cool. Just because it's annoying me that that's happening, right? Yeah, I'll be right back. All right, I spent like 15 minutes trying to get that, and just nothing of any luck. And I tried both with and without the stone shelves to lower the Arcana value, and still no luck. So I give up. I give up on trying to get that thing. So what I'll do instead is just continue with what I was working on. So what we would probably want like is an export bus to pump bottles in here at all times, right? And then I assume we're also going to want some water getting pumped into here. Okay, so now you've got water and you've got bottles. Oh, I see how it works. Okay, and then you'll get glass bottles. Okay, and then what? Can I put... You don't even use the water tool? Okay, that's cool. Okay, what if I said I put a nether wart and a blaze powder in there? What do you do then? So don't put the water bottles in until you're ready to go. But then the problem is, if I told it to push... Right. So the challenge with that is I assume that if I told you to push to the back, you would start doing that. Why are you not pushing? Keep pushing. Here, have some cables for a sec. Because here's my thought, like, it would be cool, right? But I assume you're gonna do that, right? So, like, what I would want to be able to do would be to say, like, I'm thinking, right? But if we had, like, let's try that again, like another blaze powder, and let's use one that, like, we know we need, right? So if I were to, so you're actually what? Splash potion of swiftness. So that's going to be gunpowder, glowstone, sugar, netherwort, right? So like gunpowder, glowstone, sugar, and netherwort, right? So if I put you all in there, and then 3 bottles, and you're set to push out the back, are you going to push out the awkward potions as soon as they go? You are, and that's not ideal, right? And then I don't think I can put the awkward potions back in, right? Where did my awkward potions even go? Oh, they went in as water bottles. Oh, yeah, so they just filled up with water. But I don't think I can put water bottles back in, can I? No. So, here's the trick. Here's the trick. We are going to need to only extract from the potion brewer when there's no items left in it. Okay? That's the trick we're going to have to pull. And we're going to have to ignore the fact that there's blaze powder in there, right? So... Sensor, maybe. Sensor card, sensor, inventory checker, maybe? Inventory checker may or may not be what I need you to be. I'm thinking it may not be cool. But we could try it. Or a sensor card from Laser IO might be another route, right? So set the amount of items in the slot, set the slot index. See, I don't want that because we're not checking for like a specific slot index. We're saying like, are there in these inventories any of these items, right? What I could do is check for the last item in the ingredient list. And if they go in the right order, we should be cool, right? So let's try this. So you're going to input from the back. So here's my question, right? Let's say that I wanted Splash Potion of Swiftness. The one that's needed to make this, right? Okay. So my recipe will be 3 of these if I put in this order. Well, you go here, 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 and here, right? So now if I insert you, and let's just say that for now you need redstone signal to run, right? What happens if I request that? Are you smart enough to know, like, bottles go in here? You're not. Okay, awesome. So, whoo, this is going to be lots of automation. Whoo, this is not going to be an easy one. They are making this tricky on poor Dyer. But what we're going to do is we're going to say yellow is top enabled only. Okay. So here's what I'm going to do. You ready? You guys come out. Okay. Put this all away. And then orange is going to be left enabled only. Okay. So then you're going to have to be a chest. Yes. We're going to need a chest here. Okay. And your job, Mr. Chest, will in fact be to sit here. Okay. And then you're going to be connected like so. And you're going to have a laser IO set up. Okay. And this should be cool. So you're going to insert. Let's configure this in a sec. All right, we're back. And I decided to move this thing to where it will probably stay living in the event that, you know, this works, which I think it will now. Like, I feel like I have a good plan for it. So I was like, you know what, while I'm off camera, let's go ahead and set that up. So now we're going to load up with blaze fuel. So export bus to dump all the blaze fuel in here, right? And I've configured it so that blaze fuel goes in the left, bottles go in the top, and items go in the back. Okay. So then over here, I'm going to have like an extracting card from laser IO, but doop. And you're going to extract, you know, 8 items at a time, whatever, it doesn't matter. And then here on this side, we're going to have an insert filter to deny glass bottles. And then we're going to have an insert on the top that will allow glass bottles. Okay, so that's cool, right? And then output, I actually think I will have you enabled on the back. And what you will do will be to extract on orange. And I'll probably wind up inserting on orange over here. Cool. So that should be cool. Now, we want to only extract under certain conditions, right? So high orange signal. And that high orange signal will come from a sensor card that will say detect if you have gunpowder, or you have glowstone, or you have sugar, or you have nether wart, emit on orange. And it's an OR filter. And then the extract will only run on low signal. So that means if any of those items are in there, you're not allowed to extract. And even further, I'm going to make sure that you're checking every tick so that the signal doesn't like say, you shouldn't need to check more than every 10 ticks. That should be fine. Because it takes a while for the potion thing to brew, right? We'll see if that's a problem when we speed upgrade it. I might make it every tick, but whatever, right? So we insert anything that's not a glass bottle into the back. We insert anything that is a glass bottle into the top. We extract from the back. I see you. You're interrupting my conversation, sir. When there's no redstone signal on the orange channel, and you emit a redstone signal on the orange channel when there's at least one nether wart, sugar, gunpowder, or glowstone in the machine. Is that cool? Now, what could you possibly want? You want to sell me some junky? All right. Emeralds and diamonds. I do grab these just because you can go ahead and do not die in one hit. What kind of magical creature are you? Because you can extract the uberness from those things, right? So now if I'm right, this should work. Potion, are you in there? You are. Swiftness potion, right? So if I want one of these, it's going to say, I'm going to make 3 with that, 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 and that. And if we watch, what did you do? Okay, cool. Perfect, 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 perfect. Awesome. See how it's not extracting? Because it's sensing that there's a thing in there, and it's emitting a redstone signal, or it's emitting a redstone signal onto that and preventing it from running, right? But then once all the items are gone, it's going to be like, nope, I'm cool, so we're allowed to extract now. Huh? Is that cool? Right? Now, if I set you to lock until primary crafting result is returned, it means you won't put extra junk in there until you get your potions out. Cool? How cool is that? I mean, I feel like it's cool, right? And then I can come in here. So let's do this. Let's get our bow again. And get things that we know we might want, right? So like, I definitely liked you, and I definitely liked you, and I definitely liked you, right? So these are the things that we're going to want to have upgraded versions of, and I will probably want some of you. Now, if I check this, that seems pretty easy to do, right? So I should be able to easily 1, 2, 3, and then upgrade you. Okay, and then that will be this guy having the ability to hold more power, right? So now he can hold lots more power, which is cool, and it's going to charge from a thing. Okay, now what I'd like to do is make it so that you know how to make all these things. So I need a splash potion of slow falling, okay? And I would like you to know, okay, that's cool. Okay, you're the splash potion of swiftness, so that's cool. You're going to be a target, so that's cool. And then you're going to be a splash potion of strength, and that's cool. And you'll notice that I made sure, and this is why I made sure, by the way, to do this, but the blaze powder only goes in on the left side. That's a key to this design. Okay, so for you, what I'm going to do is I'm going to snag my potions. I guess I'll just do this manually. Okay, so quickie this doohickey. Splash potion of slow falling will in fact be 3 of these will come from gunpowder, redstone, phantom membrane, netherwort. So netherwort, gunpowder, redstone. Gunpowder should go here. Doesn't super matter, I don't think, but we should put them in some semblance of correct order. And then 3 water bottles, right? And then we can do something similar with strength, but that's going to be just blaze, right? Now, which one is that? That's going to be the glowstone strength, right? So glowstone, blaze powder, gunpowder, netherwort. Okay. And these guys can go ahead and live in here. So now if I say, hey, give me potions of strength, he should be super cool. See that? How cool is that? And he's putting it in the right order even. And he put the glowstone in there too. And the blaze powder went in the right slot because I said, hey, blaze powder, you know, if you're trying to go in here, you have to go on the left side. If you're trying to go in the back, that means go in the blue slots. How cool is that? Right? And then once all those items disappear, that's cool. Now what I'm going to do, just in case they go out of order, I'm going to add blaze powder, which hopefully you won't detect the blaze powder that exists in there already. But like, I'm thinking what should happen is because I said this is only on back and this is only on side, he shouldn't sense that there's blaze powder in there. But like, if I want slow falling, right? We can test this real quick, and we might as well get some add-ons. That's cool. Okay. And then we can come over here and we can get you upgraded to this. We can get you upgraded to that. We can get you. And get you. And then I should probably just teach you how this works. Or I could be storing those in a compacting drawer. Probably would be the smarter way to go. But you know Dyer. You don't always do it the smart way sometimes. All right. So now, if I was going to do gravity compensation module this, that's cool, right? If I took this one out there, you'd be able to make another one. No problem. Okay. And maybe I'll do one more. Well, I'll just probably leave those two. So these guys are what? Velocity modules. So in total, I'm going to want 5 velocity modules. Max installable is 8. Let's just do 8. Right? So now he's going to make all kinds of stuff for me, including a few splash potions of swiftness, which is awesome. And presumably, that's working. Did you go too quick, potion? You may have gone too quick, potion. It's possible that you went too quick. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to speed this dude up. That should be fine. Do you need to be in a specific order? Which one is currently crafting? Oh, the sugar, right? The sugar. Stay in potion. That's the one that just comes from... Oh, did you got redstone somehow? Did you get, like, multiple stuff? Like, what is going on here? So if we look at what's in progress, it's Splash Potion of Swiftness, right? Are you getting... Oh, you are doing it in the order. Okay, I see. I think it does matter what order it goes in. Oh, it's doing 2 things at a time. Oh, that's what's happening. Okay, yes. Now, why aren't you extracting fast? Oh, because you're... Yeah, okay, yeah, no, that's... This guy shouldn't be fast. This guy should be the fast one. Yes, I see. I think one of these makes it do things like... processing, I think, is the one, right? That makes it, like, do 2 crafts at a time. I'm going to remove that one. Okay. And then you'll do nether wart and bottles. Yeah, it was just going too fast. I made it too good at its job. Yeah, see, it was doing 2 steps at a time. Processing does that. Processing makes it go 2 steps at a time. Cool. And I think now it's smart to not have processing in there. Like, it could probably be okay to do processing, but I think we'll hold off on that just to be safe. Now we're cool, right? I like it. Do you like it? Yeah, I guess we could try it. Okay. So that's neat. And now our bow can be even more uberer. Cool. And then we can snag all you guys. Let's go with like 8 of those, right? Let's go with like 10 of those, right? Because my damage now is like 60 attack damage is the max, right? And I assume you're making a bunch of stuff, and you should work now with the whole doubling thing because we're inserting faster. That's cool, right? I think that's cool. I think it's cool. I hope you also think it's cool. Oh my goodness, you're crafting a bunch of draconium ingots, aren't you? Yes, you are. I assume you're smelting over here? Is that what's happening? Yeah, you are. Should probably... Actually, you're already blued, aren't you? Okay. Getting there. Shouldn't be too much longer. But I like it. And then we can decide if there's some other cool upgrade we want to do, right? But we'll probably check that out next episode, because I think we're getting close to that there point. So accuracy module can go in here. I'm probably going to want another accuracy module. That one shouldn't be long, because I don't think it takes potions for that one. Right? So accuracy. About 2 more damage. I like the sounds of it. Right? It's even making some potions. And I'll see if there's anything else I want to add here, right? But it doesn't look like there's a limit to the damage potions that we can put on there. So we're currently at 137 max attack damage. I feel like that's a ridiculous number of damage. 160 damage. And by the way, it costs 163,000 RF per shot. I love every bit of that. All right, let's wrap up the episode. We'll come back next time. And when we do get back, let's make that armor piece. Sound cool? All right, for now, Adult20 signing off. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Automating the potions was fun. I hope you guys liked it. All right, for now, take it easy.